Hello everyone. I had an interesting insight a couple of days ago and I would like to share that with you. So, in behavioral science, we have heard of people pleasing behavior. That is, people who are doing things in order to get approval or attention from others. And it is believed to be an unhealthy behavior because, in that case, the person doesn't feel a sense of choice. The person is doing things just to get attention or please the people or get their approval. So the person may not always act in his own best interest. So, a remedy for this behavior is to cultivate a good sense of self worth and self respect in an absolute sense, not comparing with somebody else, but just to feel that you are worthy of appreciation and attention, not because of your behavior, but as an inherent worth. So, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and both of us are into training and some kind of coaching or counseling. And we were wondering that we have worked on our own self esteem and self worth quite a bit. But why is it that when we go for a session, we're still looking for appreciation or uh, recognition of our work from others? Why do we still indulge in this kind of a behavior? So, when I looked at it deeply and I told her this, that instead of thinking of our behavior as a mental or a psychological need for approval or appreciation, if we understood it as the deeper desire of our soul and heart to connect with others, then we will get a completely different perspective of this behavior totally. So basically, when I'm looking for appreciation, then I'm wanting this person to connect with what I'm saying and respond. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Or if I'm looking for recognition, or even in a class, if I want people to look at me. In the context of social media, this is even more compulsive. We post something and then we keep looking at how many likes we have got, how many views have we got, how many people have actually even looked at it. We see this even in our other kinds of interactions with people. We're always looking for that nod, that eye contact from them when we say or do something. So, this is a deeper perspective of wanting to be connected. And if we can understand this, then all our anxiety or frustration or disappointment will dissolve. For example, one of the frustrations I used to have is that people are not using my advice or my tools or my teachings after the session, after the training program, or after a counseling session. They are not coming back to me or saying that they have used it. So, somewhere I make myself wrong for not probably motivating them or teaching them appropriately, or sometimes I make them wrong for not being attentive or not having the determination or not um, having this as a priority and so on. So this whole dynamic is always about making ourselves wrong or the other wrong. So when I understand that this is for my connection with the other people, then I'm able to completely drop all my anxiety, firstly about my performance, whether I'm saying the right thing, whether I'm saying it in the right tone, what is it, are people listening to me. Secondly, it completely releases me from disappointment, expectations, and frustrations. So, when I do that, I am able to post something or write something or uh, talk to people that is basically without any of this noise of how things should go. It is just to be connected with that person at that moment and do or say what comes up. That's it. There is nothing that has to happen after or before or during. So I I found this insight to be extremely liberating, and I think as soon as I did that, I found the appropriate audience, I found the appropriate response, I found what I wanted to say. I think it's a completely different perspective of this desire to be connected. So, what I would say is that approval or appreciation seeking, if that is the play of the ego, then connection. I do not even want to use the word called seeking. Seeking somewhere puts it as though, there is some kind of a force or an artificiality to it. I think it's just the desire to be connected, and I think that is the crux of it.